Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about this speaker here. This is the Sonos Roam. This is the Gen 1. It is the smallest and lightest, most portable speaker that Sonos has ever made. So it's designed to go everywhere, and it is connected via Wi-Fi as well as Bluetooth. Now this is Gen 1, which was launched in 2021. The Gen 2 was launched in 2024, and it added a Bluetooth connect button as well as introducing several colors, but otherwise there weren't many other differences. So for its size, it's actually quite powerful sounding, but recently the Sonos Roam did get into the news for some other matters, which is reports of the units catching fire while it's being charged. Now, I do not shy away from saying things as they are, even for Sonos. Sonos has never paid me to say any good things about them. I don't accept payment from Sonos for any videos that I make on this channel. So this is how I actually preserve editorial integrity on this channel. Now, let's address this elephant in the room. Now, a handful of Sonos Roam users reported the unit catching fire. I'll put some of these pictures up here. It does look bad. The plastic and the charging cable is melting down. The port at the back, right, where you charge, the USB-C port behind is actually melted down. So users were reporting smells of plastic burning. Now, I just want to be clear. This is probably not a widespread issue, but it is definitely serious enough because those pictures, they look kind of scary, right? And to be clear, it also has affected only the Sonos Roam Gen 1. And I suspect that the batteries being smaller may not be as robust as those bigger batteries in the Move 2, which is the other portable Bluetooth product that Sonos makes. But it does make you think twice about how you're going to be powering this guy. Now, while the fire incidents were limited to the Gen 1 of the Roam, I don't want to say that the Gen 2 of the Roam is definitely safe because we don't know that for a fact, right? So when these speakers age and when the batteries, they age, and after multiple charging cycles, they become weaker. I don't know whether that will happen. I'm just thinking there are two ways of powering the Sonos Roam, right? One is you can charge it via the USB-C cable, which is probably what is going wrong in some of those reports that are surfacing online. And the other way is wireless charging, because the Roam actually does support wireless charging at the base here. So I would think that nothing has ever melted down due to wireless charging because there are no contact points. What Sonos is saying is that there could be debris in the charging cable, or it's wet, or there could be some lint inside that when you plug it in, it causes that reaction and it heats up and it starts melting things down. So if you're using USB-C, make sure that you're using a good quality charger, and hopefully you still have the original Sonos cable which came with the Sonos Roam, and you can charge it from there. That should be safe. But then again, some of those pictures, the users claim to be charging using the original cable. If you want to find a solution, you should make sure that it comes from a reputable company. Now, this is a segue to today's video sponsor, which is UGreen. Now, UGreen is a regular channel sponsor. I use a lot of their product. Even the exercise earbuds that I'm using on a daily basis for the last 3-4 years is also from UGreen. And they're launching a new series of wireless charging solution which covers Qi 2, which is a wireless charging protocol that supports up to 25 watts. So what you are seeing here, I'm actually placing this charger in front of me, the phone. My script is here on the phone and it's propped up. This is a relatively compact charging block and it's all wireless, right? Actually, mostly wireless. You still need the input here, and this is actually a charging stand, right? So it collapses into this form factor. You pull it up and you push it up. This is a magnetic Qi 2 compatible charging port, and you can place your iPhone there. The iPhone 16 supports Qi 2, and so it is able to charge wirelessly at up to 25 watts. If you have an AirPods Pro, you can place it at the base. There's another charging mat there, which will charge your AirPods Pro, and that goes up to another 5 watts, I think. There is also an output port right here. So if you want to charge your watch or any of your health tracker, and you only require low power output, you can actually connect to this USB-C port right here as well. So this is then powered by any 30-watt charger that you have out there, because this whole unit outputs about 25 watts total. a very elegant solution, very well built, and very, very nice. I bring this on travel trips, right? I used to use another Genshin Impact version that UGreen has sent to me before on travel trips, but now I'm replacing with this guy because, well, it's nice, right? The orientation, you can change it as well. You can put it by the side of your bed. Well, okay. Now, the other device that UGreen has sent me is this power bank right here. Now, this is actually a very versatile power bank. And why do I say that? Because it has an integrated cable, right? So this cable, you see I'm carrying it this way, but it actually has a USB-C cable that's integrated. Now, this port here, you can actually use it to charge the power bank, or you can use it to charge your Sonos Roam device, right? So now you can just, so now it's charging right here, okay? So you can actually power it this way. This cable seems to be very high quality, it's braided as well. Now the other functionality is the input and output port here as well. So this port is a USB-C port. On the UGreen power bank, it also acts as an input and output, and both of these ports can charge up to 30 watts. So in a pinch, you could possibly even power your laptop or definitely your iPad and your iPhone very, very fast. So this is also Qi 2 compatible and is MagSafe compatible. I can tell you this is as secure as it gets, right? It doesn't drop, it doesn't go anywhere, and it's actually very, very powerful Manex securing the phone together with the UGreen power bank. Now, why am I talking about this? Because if you look at the Sonos Roam, it actually has wireless charging, like I mentioned, right? So the charging mat of the Roam is actually at the bottom. If you line this up, okay, it actually starts to charge the Sonos Roam. Yep, the orange light just turned on. If you go into the Sonos app, you can actually see that, oh, okay, the Sonos Roam, the battery icon is now lit and there's a lightning logo inside. It means that it's charging. And the same goes for this plug here as well. So this, when you fold it back down, it is also capable of charging the Sonos Roam. So I would think that charging the Sonos Roam, especially if it's a Gen 1 and you're concerned about it catching fire, charging it wirelessly should be the safer option to go. And that's probably how I'll be charging my Sonos Roam from now. So if you're looking for any of these products here, I'll put the link in the description down below. You can check them out on Lazada or Shopee if you're in Singapore. If I find some other links on Amazon, I'll link them there as well, so you can actually get these products to charge your Sonos Roam. I mean, of course, it's not for just charging the Sonos Roam. You can charge any other device, and these are the newest standard, the Qi 2 standard, which will charge your compatible devices at up to 25 watts wirelessly. Now, I want to go back to the Roam and I want to talk about the positioning of this product. Now, Sonos has another much bigger, heavier product, which is called the Move 2. And the Move 2 is more than 3 kg and probably 6 times bigger than this Sonos Roam. I've done a video, I'll link it right up here. You can check it out if you want to, comparing the Move and the Sonos Roam. So Sonos has covered both ends of the market pretty well. The smallest of the smallest in the Roam and the biggest of the biggest. If you have space and the strength to carry the 3 kg speaker, it is the Sonos Move. Now, I've always wanted the sound of the Sonos Move in a slightly more compact package, but well, if you go small, then the sound is definitely not going to be sounding as great. So I do think that having covered both ends of the market, Sonos do have an opportunity to cover the in-between part of it. So if they could launch a portable power speaker that is somewhere between the size of a Roam and the Move 2, then you could get another hit on the market. Now, these kind of portable powered speakers, they are sleeper hits for Sonos, right? People are always going to be requiring such portable powered solution. It's just that it is not that exciting. Nobody goes out and buy them when you launch a new one, but the demand is stable and is standard over a long period of time because people will just keep buying them slowly over time, right? But with the mid-size speaker, I think it does solve some problems. The Move users will think, hey, that is smaller and that's more portable. I like that. And for the Roam users, they'll be thinking, oh, that is slightly bigger, more powerful sounding, and it's not that much heavier. Let me get that as well. So anything that comes in above a kg, below 1.5 kg, I think that would be great. So 2 or 3 pounds, right? That is probably the sweet spot and will pack enough drivers inside to deliver maybe stereo sound and possibly a much more powerful bass experience. Now, having said that, there's still one more functionality I think Sonos should introduce with all these portable speakers. Now, the Roam as well as the Move, they cannot be used as surround speakers. I have this Era 300 right here, which I am using as surround speakers for my Sonos Arc home theater system. Now, why wouldn't Sonos allow these to be used as surround speakers? Their excuse has always been to say that, well, because these are portable and you could easily bring them out of range, and when you bring them out, it will break the connection for your home theater. Yeah, granted, I understand that, but can you imagine the flexibility of having these speakers powered off and somewhere else when you're not watching TV, not using the soundbar, and turning them on and placing them anywhere you want without the need for a power socket in the corner of the room in order to get surround sound? That would be cool. That would be the most flexible speaker that you can get from Sonos today, right? If you're at home, use it as music speakers. If you're at home watching TV, watching a movie, use them as surround speakers. And if the mood strikes you and you want to go to the pool or go to the beach, take them out and bring them out, right? So this will actually greatly enhance the use case for these portable speakers. Now, this is all I have for the video today. If you want an in-between speaker, I don't know what they're going to be calling it, between the Roam and the Move, I don't know. If you want the functionality of using these speakers as the rear surround channel, let me know in the comment section down below. And Sonos does check my video quite often, so they will be reading the comments. Place your comments down below and we'll see what they can do about it. Meanwhile, I have covered the differences between the Sonos Roam as well as the Move 2, and you can check out this video, or you can look at another portable product which is for the Sonos Ace, and those are headphones, another new product category from Sonos, where you can check out this video here, and I'll see you in one of those videos.